Hey guys, so we are going to be riding every single ride in this theme park that I have no clue what to name it yet. So, if you guys have any names, please comment it down in the description. I'm thinking something around Tag1275 or Hyper in the name, but I'm gonna be riding all my coasters in this park, and there's just coasters and only coasters. But I'm gonna be riding all of them in my park from first made to most recent made. So first up we have Destroyer Drop. So it is a Typhoon coaster. Okay, let's go to car 8. Let's do first person. Okay, so it has a big drop here. And dive loop. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up right now. Okay, so that's practically it. It goes under this bridge through here and has a slight drop right there, and just goes to the station. So that's Destroyer Drop, my first ever coaster. The next one, which I have this blueprint station for, which is in my blueprints. It's the elevated station building that has like custom text. I made it myself. So this is Steel Star. It is definitely one of my favorite coasters in my park. Okay, let's hop on number 5. Okay, so I'm probably gonna shut up. I'm gonna like not talk when it's the POV. I'm very tired. I just woke up. Crazy non-inverted loop. I think I'm gonna talk. I can't stand like 2 seconds. Ooh, here comes my favorite part of the ride. So it goes up into like the steepest chain lift it can do, I believe. And it goes up this man-made hill, and this part's so cool. So you think it's gonna be not that intense, not that fast, but you just slowly turn down and do some stuff, and then you realize, yeah. Lol. I don't know why, but right here, I did these weird things where it's like a corkscrew this way, and then a corkscrew to the left, or to the right, and then a corkscrew to the left. It's kind of weird, but I think it's cool. Yeah, so that just goes here and back to the station. Yeah. Okay. Now the third one that I made is I completely forgot, but I think it's I believe it's this one. I think it's Spin Out Cyclone. Now this one is the worst decorated one that I've ever made. Or just worst decorated one in general, I guess. So it has some heartline rolls here. But I was aiming for this one. I was aiming for a slow, but fairly intense, but has a couple inversions, but not fast. So, but I think I did a pretty good job on that because it's honestly pretty slow. and I wanted to make it like low to the ground, kinda. This part goes over top the station. The station for it is so ugly, even though I put like zero. Wait, no. The station is so ugly, but yet it's the best decorated one in my park, or at least it says it is. I have no clue how, but it says it is. Even though I spent no time and no effort with that station. Whee! Okay. Yeah, it just has this chain lift. And then I guess we'll stick around for the Heartline roll, just for the end. But we could switch to, car 15. So it just has a Heartline roll here. And then does some turns, and then just heads back to the station. Perfect, that's Spin Out Cyclone. Okay, then my third one is the launched Copperhead Strike, Carowind's Copperhead Strike. So it has a little bit of a drop here. I think it's my best decorated station. So it has all boosters here. Goes super fast. It's pretty smooth. That's a second biggest top hat in my park. You'd be flying out of your seats with that airtime. It's pretty short though. It's not that big of a coaster. I mean, the track, yeah, has a lot of track, but like if you're talking about time for ride duration, then it's not that long. It just goes up here and then to there, and then that's this ride. Okay, that's Firestarter. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys, but this one's Spin Out Cyclone, or at least I don't know if I told you. And then I believe the next one I made is G-Storm. I really like G-Storm. It's actually a good coaster. Let me just close it and reopen it, or retest it, because I don't have any of my rides open. Because I literally don't have my park open, because I'm not gonna open it anytime soon, because the guests are just annoying. So yeah, it's a Beyond Vertical drop. I think it's one of my only ones in my park, or maybe it's slightly Beyond Vertical, slightly, so you couldn't really call it Beyond Vertical. It's the second. There's two Beyond Vertical drops in my park, that one and the one on Destroyer drop. I love this part where it like twists around like that. Like that huge man-made palm tree that it like loops around, like back over this way. And also that small one that it goes up like that. Yeah, it goes up here through these things and then back to the station. It's honestly really cool. So, next up we have the one with the biggest top hat in my park, aka Sky Spike. And again, I used the elevated station building. I don't know why, but it has like 7 excitements. I have no clue why, but it does. It's a bit whippy. That like first little part is pretty whippy. Not the smoothest thing ever. It's definitely shorter than the one with the second tallest top hat. But yeah, so that's the here. Yeah. So this top hat goes up to here. That thing's top hat went up to here. That thing's top hat is like up to there. This and that one isn't. Okay. Next one is Moon Mission. It is a, I forgot what coaster it is. It's a Star Loop, I believe. I only use it just because of that vertical chain lift thing, and I thought you could put more cars on it, and I didn't think that was a looping coaster. I thought Star Loop was just the name of it or something. Because Daniel actually said that it had the upside down chain lift like that. And honestly orients you a bit different. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's like a upside down drop. I really like it. Like you drop backwards, I guess. Okay, into this thing. I'm a bit away from my mic right now because I'm just sort of watching my computer. So you guys might not be able to hear me the best. But like I'm right at my desk. Okay, this part is sort of where you also lose your sense of orientation. The only way to tell which way you're facing is because of the supports. They will always face down, sort of like sideways, 45-degree angle right now. Okay, now we're normal. That's Moon Mission, and we have the 2 other ones. I'm really excited. Oh wait, hold up. The 3. So, I have the escalator, which Daniel came up with the name for. It's called the escalator because, well, you'll see why. I'm sure you'll see why. Why did I zoom in there? So it has a small heartline roll here, and the track is actually black, but it just looks yellow. So look, that's why it's called the escalator. Doesn't that look like an escalator? Here, I'll show you what it does in a second. So the ride, it just basically goes up here, turns over here, and then goes into a hammerhead, and then goes right beside itself, and like does some turns and stuff. You'll see what I mean. But it looks like an escalator. If you know how one of those things look. They have like 2 sides. One goes up, one goes down. It honestly makes sense. So you go through here into the hammerhead. And you go around like this. So there it's a drop, but here it's a lift. Doesn't it seem like an escalator? Doesn't it though? It honestly does though. Okay, so there it's a lift, but here it's a drop. It goes like, what, 70 kilometers per hour? Or 70 miles per hour here? Just gonna say kilometers because I'm more used to that. I don't live in the US. I know there's a difference, but like, yeah. So that's the escalator. Ooh, I'm excited for these 2. Okay, this is Mindbender, which is a near perfect recreation of Mindbender from Galaxyland. Now, the inside isn't that decorated, but I wanted to keep it like more of an inside ride, and there's a bunch of floodlights and area lights around. But it is where is it? The launch drive tire. So it's a really good recreation. Like, I watched the POV for it, and I'll put the POV of Mindbender in the description. And it is really good. Like, I'm surprised at how well I did it. Daniel came up with the idea of making these, and I did them. So I got the track colors right. I don't know if there's like a gray pathway, but I like the gray pathway more than the red. But there's also like a blue-gray car. Okay, so here we go, and then we go up here. And then we do that thing, and then we twist down. And then into the 2 big loops, which I did have a bit of trouble with because of the G-force, so I had to make them bigger, which I had a bit of trouble with. But it's like perfectly made from the POV. Perfectly. Okay, the third loop. So we go into brakes and then we turn. And then we go into this upward spiral section. There's some trim brakes there, and then the other brakes. And then these things are like maximum speed, just so it's not slow. Yeah, because like it's a long way, because in normal Mindbender it's like the ending part here would be here or something, I don't know, but something. But this is like all the way at the opposite part, so it had to go around here and then through here and back around this way. So yeah, that's Mindbender. The actual only part that goes out of this place is that first part where you just go like barely out of the roof. You'll be able to see that thing and that thing. But next one we have Roller Coaster from Central Park, which we named Central Coaster. So it was the Hyper Coaster Anubis. And we also used the POV for it. This turn is a lot wider than the real one's turn, but I mean we had this to work with. It's not as good as a recreation to its real life component than Mindbender was. So like Mindbender is a way better recreation of its in real life self than Roller Coaster is from the real life Roller Coaster. But I still think we did a pretty good job. We also used a POV to do it. So here it has like a down. I'll also put the link to the POV video in the description, so that you guys can watch it and see how good of a recreation they are. It's not that big of a coaster. It's fairly small. It goes under the usual exit station of the exit path of the station or something, like the place where the exit is. Still goes fairly fast here. Don't know why though. Or wait, what? Don't know why, what? Yeah, that's every single roller coaster in my theme park. If you guys have any ideas of what real life coasters I could recreate next, as long as it's not like Velocicoaster or something stupid like that, then sure, I could do it. But like, yeah, as long as it's not like that. So, and if you guys have any names for the ideas for names for the park, please tell me and comment it down below. And again, both POVs for these two rides in real life will be in the description, so you guys can watch and compare them if you want. Yeah, anyways, subscribe!